Welcome to the UK Young Academy podcast, the show where brilliant minds share bold ideas. I'm Wemiao Yu, co-founder of Quantum Days and also host of Load to Grow.
I'm Alistair McConnell, Dean of Science and Engineering at Heriot-Watt University and Keen Hillwalker. Together, Wenmiao and I will be your hosts as we dive into the work and impact of the UK Young Academy members.
We are all part of a growing network of early career researchers and professionals who are working together to tackle society's biggest challenges from every angle, whether it's science, arts, education, technology, policy, or more.
This podcast is your front row seat to stories and the impact of the members in the UK Young Academy. Expect unexpected journeys, big ideas, and fresh perspectives from the next generation of leaders across the UK.
Whether you're curious about cutting-edge research, inclusive innovation, or what it really takes to shape policy, you'll find it here.
So hit follow and join us to get to know the changemakers who are shaping tomorrow. Welcome to the UK Young Academy podcast. It's great to see you, Fatemeh. I was wondering if you could just introduce yourself a little bit and tell us about your background, what you really do.
Hello, it's lovely to be here with both of you. I'm Fatemeh Shahbazi. I am an associate professor in WMG, University of Warwick, in mechanical engineering, engineering simulations, computational fluid dynamics. I'm also co-director of studies for 3 undergraduate courses. So basically, day to day, I develop courses, I work on research projects, students, mentoring, supervising, and some collaborative works as well.
That's quite a lot, I have to say, pretty much for that. That must keep your schedule really quite packed. But what actually sparked your interest in academia in the first place?
So let's start with CFD and mechanical engineering, and then I get to academia. So my work is computational fluid dynamics. So basically, I transfer conservation of mass, momentum, and energy to a simulation, so we can see those invisible forces, which can be used for designing, optimization for any application that has fluid in, from big devices, aerospace, automotive, to smaller devices, even biosensors, small devices like COVID tests. So when I was 3 or 4, around there, I wanted to build a commercial airplane. So I started gathering wood and nails in a special closet. But as I started school, I got more in love with mathematics and physics, and I chose aerospace engineering for my bachelor degree. And during that degree, I was introduced to CFD, and then I fell in love with it. And I did my master degree in aerodynamics, focus on CFD, and my PhD was again focus on CFD. I was using CFD simulations for macrofluidic biosensors. So that's pretty much why I'm in love with this field. I also enjoy education. So even from my bachelor degree, I started teaching to schools, aerospace engineering, using making gliders and different airplanes. And as I got to my PhD, I started doing a bit more teaching as well. I really enjoy that. When you're doing teaching, it gives you lots back. It keeps you so much motivated. You are keeping up to date with lots of new technologies, and I use innovative teaching methods and gamification in the class, which makes both the students and myself very alive in the class, so we all have fun. I teach apprenticeship courses, so they are with me every day from morning to evening. So yeah, these methods help. And academia gives lots of flexibility, so it's not just teaching. We are developing courses. We are doing research, we are working with industry projects. My department, WMG, is very much focused in building those relations with industry. And the main reason of building WMG was to make sure that we prepare students appropriate for industry as well. And we are keeping that part alive as well. Every day we have lots of things new, lots of flexibilities and lots of opportunities, which really makes me to enjoy my work.
I mean, that sounds great. I would say I love with how you're describing your computational fluid dynamics. I think I got that one right, is that you could use it to design an aircraft, you can use it to simulate and design a boat, or you can literally do it for blood drops. I mean, that range, and then the fun of educating people with that and doing that, it just sounds absolutely amazing. all of that obviously is how you you're in your field, how you're motivated. What actually motivated you to first get involved with the UK Young Academy? Something quite different from what I think you've done before.
Yes, definitely. I do lots of volunteer work, but this one, working on board challenges in an environment with, like, I as an engineer can work on a challenge that involves, like, I can be working with artists, medics, people from social sciences in the same project. That is amazing, and the amazing people who are there. I think that part of making it very much inclusive and making sure that different disciplines are involved in solving those challenges really made me excited to be a part of it.
Great. It's really interesting to hear that. Even though you do a lot of volunteering, I feel the UK Young Academy, as you said, touches on so many other areas.
Definitely, yeah, it's a very unique platform for us.
Quite curious then, Fatemeh, because I know you've been a member since the very first cohort. Can you tell us a bit about the types of work that you've done so far with the UK Young Academy?
Yes, of course. Call it Imagine project. It is a project for children from disadvantaged backgrounds. The aim is to make sure that children from those backgrounds even can imagine a fantastic future for themselves. They can have access to different resources, and they can start seeing what the future can look like, getting to their dream job or being introduced to different professions. We are using creativity, storytelling, and different ways. We have three subgroups. The first one, we are doing research. We are having a case study. So we are tailoring our project based on the needs of that first case studies and the survey results. And then we have the second working group, which is mainly working on storytelling to make sure that we provide a visibility of the heroes of people from that region as well, the people who have been definitely successful. And the third working group is working on legal literacy. There are fantastic members. We have lots of members in our project, more than 25 members now, and it is very nice working with them. I'm also a member of At-Risk Scholars Project, and last year I co-organized a workshop for At-Risk Scholars for 2 days, which was received very well based on the survey from the attendees. I helped with developing the strategy document. I helped with organizing a few internal webinars for the development of the members as well.
Yes, I remember attending the 2-day workshop for that Risk Scholars program, actually. I thought it was
Yeah.
fascinating. And it was really, I guess for me, really eye-opening to get the diversity of people under the one roof of the Royal Society. And I thought it was quite a good chance for me, even as just like a member, to learn from some of the other members presenting as well. So that was super interesting. You've certainly been really busy. When you were setting up your Imagine program and getting it running and having it be quite a large, well-attended group within the UK Young Academy, were there any challenges that you faced along the way?
So time is always a challenge. All of us are super busy, even though we have lots of members on the group, but all of us are super busy. We are so lucky that everyone are working with their passions. We really appreciate the contribution that all of the members are having for that project. We had bi-weekly meetings. We were sharing the meeting minutes and actions to the members. So it was amazing. At the beginning, we were a bit worried about okay, can everyone attend the meetings? Can we achieve these goals? But then we realized even the people who are not attending the meetings, they are looking at the actions and moving on with it. So I think all the UK YA members are very passionate about what they do and what they are involved in. So that makes the work very much easier and very much different from all the other projects. So that solved it. Still, it is taking a bit of more time as a full-time project, but it is moving forward and having some interest from other young academies to start their Imagine project as well, which is fantastic. The other challenges, I think that time and making sure that we achieve the aims and objectives of each year was the main one.
That's sentiments that Alistair and I have heard echoed from other members of the podcast that we've interviewed as well. And I think, again, I think to see all these projects being created and being brought to fruition and inspiring other academies, I think that's quite a testament to the energy behind the voluntary members in the UKYA. And Fatemeh, thank you very much for doing the foundational work in that.
Of course, it's total pleasure.
And I know directly from your at-risk scholars project, we've had a new part of the membership cohort coming directly through the effort that all of you have put into that, which was great. And for the Imagine, I think I even saw us at the Young Academy of Ireland that have just been kind of recruiting their second cohort. They have one of those projects going on as well. So it's really that influence that you're showing has really far-reaching effects, and it's just absolutely it's great to see. And actually, kind of linked in a way to this is how has your involvement in the UK Academy actually shaped your own work, or maybe even your perspective of things?
Yeah, definitely. Having this opportunity to be in this environment, especially with our yearly in-person meetings, seeing everyone in person, getting all of the updates from them of what they have been up to is very motivating. And also these communications with different disciplines. I think we as academics we can always reach out to different people for working on a project, but being in this environment and having this opportunity to be very close to them. And we have the Slack channel, we have emails, and everyone are very, very much responsive, and it makes it very nice. I think communicating with different disciplines and working on a project with different disciplines, it developed me so very much. Looking everyone's achievement and success every year, it really makes me motivated. Also being part of a UK Academy and having this opportunity that if we are, especially when we are working on our project, because we don't want to start from scratch. So it's always very good that we can get some inputs from the other societies as well.
Yeah, I think being able to pull in the support from different of the national academies, it just lets the projects that we do both in the UK Academy and outside of it just, I think, hit that much harder and much more effectively than it might do otherwise. So actually, and we've already actually mentioned a couple of the bits of impact that your work has done from the UK Young Academy. What impact do you hope your work will have within the UK Academy or beyond it?
I really hope for at-risk scholars that we can keep on organizing these workshops and improving them each year and providing all the necessaries, because these at-risk people are very expert in their field. They are amazing. And when I was reviewing the applications, I was amazed with the amount of experience and expertise that they are bringing. So I hope we can be very helpful to them. For Imagine, I really hope that we can develop this platform it is starting with one case study. I hope that we can make it generalized so they can tailor it for the need of different children, and even if we can touch a few lives, a few future engineers or few future scientists or artists, and making them to get to their dream job and making them to work on their passionate field. I think that would be amazing. In the further level, we are hoping that, yes, as you mentioned, the Young Academy of Ireland, having that collaboration, setting that up. Maybe then after that we can, because some of our members are international as well, and they showed interest to setting up this platform for the other countries as well. So hopefully we can make it international. That would be fantastic, because I really believe that children shouldn't have worries of the limitation of money or having a lack of support from their parents or their schools, or so these things shouldn't limit them from what they can become. We are hoping that we can show it to them, and because there are loads of amazing resources available.
The Imagine project, it sounds so good, and I'm really hoping it just, like, we know it's going far anyway. I just hope it keeps going and going. We mentioned or asked you a little bit about challenges you faced along the way so far, but actually, we're going to flip that slightly. Are there actually any key lessons you've learned through your UK Young Academy involvement?
Well, there are lots and lots of that are amazing. All the members are amazing, but I have seen lots of superwomen in the UK Academy, and so seeing how people are working super hard on their dreams every day, the amazing speakers that we invite every time, every year, that gives me very much motivation of, okay, this is the path, and you need to work hard on your dreams, and they are achievable. Also working on one project, we using a different expertise from different disciplines. it really opens your eyes that you were focused on one aspect, but there were all of these different aspects that you didn't include. And that really, really opens lots and lots of ideas and doors to it, which is fantastic. And it's really made me more believe in how important it is that we need to make sure that our solutions are inclusive. We are bringing all of the ideas in and looking to it with different expertise.
Love that. Fatemeh, where do you see the UK Young Academy being in 3 years' time?
Well, I really hope that our impact is more evident. We can get to there because we have already started several fantastic projects. I hope that they can be used to inform policies. I hope that they can be used to set a model for even if we want to apply them internationally as well, and link them to the other young academies as well. So in 3 years' time, if we can set up these projects into at least Ireland and a few other, and starting to do that, show that impact, I think that would be fantastic.
That's great. And where would you be in 3 years' time?
In 3 years' time, I would like to still be with WMG, which is fantastic. I love working here. And I hope that I can have some of my students that finish their projects. They are getting lots of nice results from them, and they are actually applying CFD simulation in their day-to-day work in industry. And I'm working on few projects as well, and I hope that one of those gets into a product. I had a startup before, so I'm a bit tempted. I hope one of them can get to a good result.
Now that we've started a new academic year, what's one project in your day job that you're most excited about?
One of them is aerodynamic analysis of part of a vehicle, which is for improved performance and safety, which I hope that it goes to a very good result. Another one is we are focused on digital education, making sure that we are setting up for the future using AI in our educations, both for students and educators.
That's great. And how could other UK Young Academy members engage with your work?
So they can always contact, whether it is about Imagine project or at-risk scholars, or whether it is about my own expertise, CFD simulations or AI in education. I'm always open to have collaborations, having a talk. We can have even informal chat online or in person. And whenever you want to come to Warwick, I would be very happy and honored to host you as well.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
It might take a drive down the road at some point from Edinburgh to Warwick and come have a look around it. It always sounds like quite a fascinating place down that way and a good university. We're getting now towards the end. But before we go, one of the first things we've got the quick fire round. Don't worry, no pressure. It's not going to be like a sort of like surprise quiz or anything like we might in the good old days given some of the students pretty much for it. But what this is I just want you to think, when I give you the question, does the first thing that comes to your head, just say it. So, best piece of advice you've received.
Just do it. Say yes to opportunities and dive into the things that scare you.
Perfect. And it does not surprise me of how many times people we've done for this say that, because it's one of the real things I think that brings a lot of the UK Young Academy members together for that. Okay, one thing you can't work without.
My noise cancelling device in a very crowded place.
Yes, having some peace does definitely help the thought process.
Yeah, definitely.
That's all the quick fire questions done.
Thank you.
Great. Fatemeh, before we leave, do you have any final thoughts or pieces of advice you want to give to our listeners?
Just do the things that you love and dream big.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to the UK Young Academy podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, hit follow and leave us a review.
Stay tuned as we've got more incredible voices and stories coming your way. Until next time.